Welcome to another New Creature Review. Today we're checking out Transformers Studio Series number 5, Transformers Revenge of the Fallen Optimus Prime. You might notice that this looks a little bit different. He's out of the box. What's he doing out of the box? I don't know. I actually do know. I got this guy before we started doing reviews on the channel. I have all of the Studio Series boxes, and I have some boxes of other toys too. If I have the box, I'm going to showcase it here on the review. If I don't, then it's just going to be, it'll look like this. And then we'll just do a review of the toy. But otherwise, we'll check out the box. So let's check out the box. Typical Studio Series box. You got Optimus Prime on the front. Big window for the toy. There's his big face. Number 5. On this side, Man of the Hour, Optimus Prime. On the back, we've got our product shots, bot mode and alt mode, 35 steps. Whew. Big screen inspired, scale, detail, and backdrop. And it is the forest fight battle. So you'll see in there, we'll take that out in just a minute. Optimus Prime fearlessly takes on Decepticons, risking it all for freedom. Because he fights for freedom wherever there's trouble. That's G.I. Joe. All right. And then down here, build the cast. You got number 1, Bumblebee. Number 2, Stinger. Number 6, Starscream. Backdrop included. All right. Let's take out that backdrop. All right, here's Optimus Prime on his backdrop. Now, I did say in the lockdown review that I do like these backdrops. I love that they bring just that added touch of quality to your display shelf. But on this one, if you get in a little close, you can see that there is a little bit of pixeling on the tree branch here. Makes you wonder about the high definition quality of this picture. Now, I don't know, maybe it was just a bad batch of bad renders on my particular Optimus Prime. I don't know what the case is. I'm not keeping these anyway, so it's no big deal for me. But if you do like these, and that's distracting to you, that's going to be minus points on this particular figure. All right, let's check out Optimus Prime. Let's get in close here. I really love what Studio Series has done with these figures, with the scale and the detail. They do have a few places where they kind of skimp on the paint, but by and large, the sculpt and the textures, all the lines, they look very spot on. Look at this. Let's get in right here. You can see some of that grill going on in there. Comes on down through here. All of these little panels on his thighs. You can see on his joints, they look very functional. Let's check out his arms. Yeah, you got some hydraulic springs in there and some gears right here. Sword. He has 2 of these. Got some Cybertronian writing right there. But this thing is nice. Right through. And I like that see-through plastic. On his back, he just has the top and the back of the cab. Which is all right. It's got to go somewhere, right? And it's not very hollow. which I appreciate a lot. It feels very, very solid throughout. His foot, he's got 2 toes. Do these count as toes on the back? I don't know. Look at all the detail that goes into that, though. It's really good. All right, let's bring it back. All right, let's check out his articulation. His head is on a ball joint. You can look up that far. You can look down as far as his chin will let him. You can left and right it. You can look that far to the left and that far to the right. Let's see. His arm, oh, that was a sword. His arm is on a swivel, and then there's a hinge at the shoulder that allows for outward movement, so he's got that full range. There is a bicep cut right there. Yep, it'll go all the way around. And he has a single jointed elbow, so his range goes about that far. He has a wrist swivel. Not much going on there. I think transformation allows for a tilt right here. Yeah. All right. He has a hip swivel, no ab crunch, and his legs are on, his hips are on a swivel, and there's a hinge in there, so it goes out that far. It's got a decent range. All right. He can kick out that far. Put down his kneecap, he can kick pretty high. And then he can kick out that far back. He has a single jointed knee, but it still has really good range. And there is a hinge right here and another hinge that allows for ankle rocking. So he does have an ankle rocker, and he can get into some really decent poses. Yeah. So he can get down far. He can get out wide. Let's see. Can he stand on one foot? Yeah, that ankle rocker is kind of weak. It allows for the A stance, but standing up, yep, there we go. Look at that. So he can stand on one foot. Cool. Perfect. All right. Let's get this guy transformed. here he is. Let's check him out up close. Shore him up a little bit. His wheels turn fairly smoothly, and they all do touch the ground. It's just some of the tabbing across, because it's all panel forming across the sides here. You just have to make sure that they're nice and tight put in, because some of this stuff will, some of these wheels will be caught up on some of the hinges if you don't have things put in the right way. But it does roll nicely. Both sides. Let's see. And his swords will store on the back right here. So you have your tab right here, and it will go into this tab right here. And right here. I like storage when it doesn't interfere with how the alt mode looks. And this is that borderline. I don't typically see trucks with orange glowing blades sticking out of the back. But if you're not really paying attention to that, it looks fine. That's really cool. Let's bring down the camera a little bit. All right, let's check him out with another Studio Series Transformer Bumblebee right here. That seems pretty good, yeah? The back wheels, same line here. There we go. So it's all right as far as scale goes. I think Bumblebee, as in a car in an alt mode, should be probably a little bit smaller, but not by much. Yeah, I like how they look together. All right, I'm going to get this guy transformed back into robot mode. All right, here he is, back in robot mode. Now, one of the things I want to point out on this guy is, at least in my opinion, I really like transforming this guy because of how things shore up. Like in his shoulders, there's a ton of stuff that just like right through in here that just folds up. It just folds and folds and folds, and then it snaps, and then all of a sudden it's all together. And it's a very satisfying transformation. Your mileage may vary. I don't know what you guys are into as far as transformation goes. I like a simple transformation, but there's something about things going together the way they ought to. And that's what I really like about the Studio Series so far. I haven't found... Okay, I found one Studio Series figure that I don't like transforming. Blackout is an awful transformation. But by and large, for the most part, these guys have been really good to me. Everything just shores up. Everything just looks good. All the details are wonderful. The articulation is excellent. The screen accuracy is phenomenal. I love these figures for what they're worth. All right, let's do some size comparisons. Let's get some Studio Series up here. Studio Series Deluxe Bumblebee and Lockdown. Here's the Last Night Voyager Optimus Prime and Takara Tomy, the Last Night Caliber Optimus Prime. Let's move that up a little bit for him. DC Icons Batman. Marvel Studios First 10 Years Iron Man, Mark 50. Marvel Studios Hulkbuster. And Marvel Legends Gwenpool on a Vespa. All right, if you are a Studio Series collector, obviously Optimus Prime is a must-have for your collection, but you are going to be so satisfied with this guy. He looks good on the shelf. He feels good. His joints are nice and tight. He's very well articulated. His alt mode looks wonderful. His bot mode is full of detail. Hasbro did a great job with this figure. All right, that's it for my review. Tell me what you think of this guy. If you have him, let me know what your thoughts are. Was he worth the pickup? What do you like and what don't you like about him? If you want to see more pictures of this guy, check out the Instagram link in the description. If you liked this video, give me a like. If you're not subscribed already, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. And my Facebook page is starting to gain a little traction, so go ahead and check that out. And thanks for watching.